What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Welcome in episode 40 of the Frosty Takes podcast. Boys, it's coming up on a year almost. It will be in, I think, August or September. Football season's around the corner. We got about 2 months and 2 weeks. Training camp is next month.
It's gonna start off.
What's so
I'm
funny?
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I specifically put it in the segment list last, and then this motherfucker, we're 5 seconds in. He's gonna open the show with this. But it's all right.
No, I'm
Keep
not
going,
opening
bro.
the show with football. I'm just saying football's almost back.
You were definitely.
You were
about to-
definitely gonna
you
open.
were- You were definitely about to go exactly where you know he thinks you were gonna go.
No, there's 2 months and 2 weeks before the home opener. Dylan has to make his choice, and he's not going to be on the first part of the podcast, so we're going to save that last stuff. But we are going to go right into Chicago baseball, which one team is actually on a hell of a run, and that's the Chicago Cubs. And they're right back. I think they're 2.5 out, maybe 2 out now. They're beating the Pirates again.
We're up 2-0 against the Pirates. We're 3.5 back. A win here gets us to 3 back. Stroman is pitching so far a scoreless game and looks good.
First and seconds, 2 on in the bottom of the 7th. But yeah, I mean, another good run. We kind of talked about it a few weeks ago. The NL Central's trash, and the Cubs should hang around all year because they do 3 things really well. They can really pitch and pitch to contact. They can field, and they can prevent runs. And when you do those 3 things, despite the lack of power on offense, you're going to be in games and you're going to compete. But I think we'll go to Nyloff now. If you're going to get to Wrigley this year,
That is exactly why I wanted to talk about this. After careful consideration with my team and the great organization of the Chicago Cubs, we have decided that we are going to make an appearance at Wrigleyville this year. It is TBD. Right. I don't know when, but I was thinking about.
Yeah, why don't we do Cub Sox?
During the week is tough.
Wait, I can't during the week now.
Well, I'd be down to hit a bleachers like on a Saturday.
Wrigleyville?
Yeah, just go to Wrigley for the day, pregame, and then go to a game on Saturday. Yeah. Why not? We pick a Saturday
All right.
and go.
I was thinking someime in August. Pick a weekend, come home.
Yep.
Pick a game. I think they played Boston in August. Or that might have been the Sox. I was looking at one of the
Sox
schedules,
played
but
Boston Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week.
that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will be in attendance. I think they're going to finish the season right around 500. I think our division is bad enough for them to kind of hang around, maybe make some noise. But I don't foresee us getting in a playoff spot personally. But, hey, when we get to the offseason, retool with a couple more players and add some power and kind of see where we can take it. But it's nice to have a fun team at least, which brings us to the other side of Chicago. What the fuck is going on, gentlemen? Now we're getting reports from 670 The Score that vets want out. I mean, this is turning into an even worse nightmare over on the south side at Guaranteed Rate. What do you have to say for yourselves? I mean, it's getting embarrassing.
Bruce, I'll
It's getting embarrassing.
It's been embarrassing, but now it's getting
for at minimum 2 years. I know Nick saw it. There was a tweet that last night. Rick Hannes had 3 seasons over 500 in his tenure at the Sox, and one of them was the COVID-shortened 2020 season. So that's 2 real seasons of baseball over 500, and one was 4 games over 500, something like that.
Yep.
And the other one, they were legitimately a solid team, and they played well, and they won 93 games. But I mean, that's just not good enough. And I've been giving Rick Hahn the benefit of the doubt because he's got to deal with Jerry, but everybody's got to deal with Jerry, and I think it's just time. Like, nothing against Rick, but he really did nothing. He accomplished nothing. And after how long has it been? 6, 7 years? You can't have nothing to show for it. It's time to move
No,
on.
listen, I think Rick Hahn is really good at his job. With that being said, you can't be the GM since 2013 and have one winning season, one division championship. It just, I don't care who your owner is. It doesn't matter at this point. That what needs to happen. Sylvie keeps bringing this up every time I'm on my way home from work. I listen to him. He's like, what they need to do, Jerry or not, and this is the problem with Jerry, is you need to get rid of Kenny Williams. He's had a job for like 30 years. You need to get rid of Rick Hahn, revamp the entire front office, let a guy like Theo, pay him, give him a blank check, whoever. It doesn't have to be Theo. That's a pipe dream. Give him the blank check, rebuild the front office, rebuild how you scout, rebuild how you develop players, and go from there. The problem is Jerry has shown an inability to do that. And then it's just a mess. We have fucking beat writers in New York talking about Pedro Grifol getting fired. And it's like, I get that there are some moves that Grifol hasn't made, and it's disgusting that I'm even sticking up for him, but it's like,
I feel like it's not entirely his fault.
No,
No, absolutely.
He's like,
Yeah, I think he's getting a lot of heat because people don't understand behind the scenes a little bit.
Bruce and I talked about this for a while. Like, he's like the 50th thing wrong with the team. Like, there are so many bigger problems. Like, just go through the roster. Yaz in 4 years, and Rick deserves blame for this because that was after you missed out on Machado, Harper, and Wheeler. The next offseason, you gave Yaz $72 million. He's had one good half of baseball with the Sox. In 2020, he didn't hit for any power. In 2021, he was injured the whole first half, came back the second half, but was a goddamn monster offensively from an OBP perspective, was shit in the playoffs. Obviously, the whole team was. Then last year was shit because he had a bulging disc in his back. This year, terrible defensively, still really doesn't have the power. He's hit for a better average, and you can attribute that 30 points to the shift being banned. He's cooked. He's gone after this year anyway. Moncada, disc issue. He's fucked. He's owed $25 million next year, so he'll be gone. His last year with the White Sox will be next year. TA hasn't been good in a year. Hasn't been good since last May. Has a bunch of off-the-field shit. Put that away. I don't really give a shit what you do off the field, but when it's clearly affecting your game, it's a problem. He's injury-prone as well. He's got a hurt shoulder, freak knee injury, but still hasn't recovered right and has been saying, well, my mechanics, I haven't been good. So go on the fucking IL. Let's stop trying to play through it because it doesn't work. Eloy can't stay healthy. When he is healthy and plays enough, he's actually a streaky hitter and pretty good. Robert
hit a home run today.
Yeah, Robert, he has 18 home runs before the All-Star break, 18 home runs. Vaughn led the team last year with 17. He's also playing some of the best center field in baseball, despite that little running mishap, which I sold my jersey to someone. I actually gave to Fate's boyfriend, I should say, my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah, you gave it away.
Gone. But he deserves to start the All-Star game in center field. I'll say that. He's been solid. Vaughn doesn't hit for enough power. Great with the RBIs, is okay defensively, doesn't hit for enough power, just kind of bad. Second base, been a black hole since this rebuild started. You had a guy in Magical there, you traded him for Craig Kimbrell. Don't hate that because Magical's kind of but I almost would rather have Magical at this point because at least he can save runs defensively.
And it's not like Kimbrell got you anything.
No, and
instead it kind of turned into a conundrum of who goes in the
not work out, actually.
And Tim Anderson,
I think it really hurt you.
And Tim Anderson's a negative WAR defensively. So it's like you look at all these moves and then you look at pro scouting and it's like, well, does pro scouting fall on the GM? At the end of the day, yes, because you're the one sending the pro scouts out there. And I know Rick Hahn's schedule. I know people that know Rick Hahn. He's at the ballpark every day. He's on almost every road trip. So if you can't see with your own eyes major league talent that you should be trading for, that you're competing against every day, there's a fucking problem. When him and Kenny came together and it's like in 21 and they're like, yeah, who's the number one guy we should get at the trade deadline? And you thought with the bullpen with Hendricks at the time was Ryan Tapera, who they traded for, and Aaron Bummer, who was actually doing well, and Garrett Crochet, and you said, yeah,
Reynaldo Lopez at the peak of his abilities.
yeah, and
then we traded for Craig Kimbrell.
I don't want to hear anything from you about Reynaldo Lopez, you piece of fucking shit. All you've ever said about this guy is negative shit. Even in that season, I remember you talking shit on Reynaldo Lopez.
Well,
so don't come
but
on here on live fucking television and
This
be
is
the
not
first
true, 'cause
person
you
to
know-
say, and Reynaldo Lopez at the top of his career. Shut the fuck up with that.
No,
And he was best when I talked the most shit about him.
Yeah.
And then I issued a
You
public
don't
apology.
have the right to bring him up.
I issued a public apology to Reynaldo Lopez, and since then he has not been what he was when I was talking shit about him.
And then Bruce revoked the public apology, as he should. And I told him you have every right to be mad at me, and I take it back. Because that guy, Bruce, you were right the first time. That guy fucking stinks.
He's not all there. He has moments. He has
Grafal-
moments, but he's just not a complete guy.
And Grafal just keeps using him in high leverage situations. It's like, dude, you at some point you gotta stop using your guys. Like
Our whole bullpen keeps getting knocked around though. Bummer's been getting knocked around.
Bummer, you have no choice but to.
Crochet gets hit a lot. He's just coming back from injury, but he's still getting hit a lot.
And after all this shit, and after the terrible April, this team is only 5.5 out.
And Nick is still bought in somewhere.
No,
I know, dude.
I just want it to be over.
At one point, they were 3.5
Next week
back,
we'll
and that
come
was
on
all
and Nick
Nick
will be
would
back.
say. They were 3.5 back, and Nick just kept saying 3.5 back, man. And I was like, don't talk to me about games back. Talk to me about games under. And here we are now, just falling on that games back list and the games under list.
I mean, it's crazy. They had a 2-4 week last week, and they're still 5.5 out. Did not change.
Because the division is the worst in baseball.
Blake, what's your perspective on
They're
this?
3-7 in their last 10.
It's not good, Josh.
Embarrassing.
I just know that every day in the chat you post the games back, and I just keep thinking how mad at the end of the year you're gonna be when they lose the playoff position by like one game.
But
You're
they'll
like,
still be
they just had
6
a
games
chance.
under 500.
You know,
I hope to God you're right, because a dream scenario for me is they make this miraculous run at the end of the season, and to the point where Bruce is bought in. Nick was bought in 3 weeks prior when they won their first game in like 2 weeks.
Wait, no, don't say 3 weeks prior. Nick's been bought in since May.
I'm a homer, dude. This is my favorite professional.
And then it comes down to the last game of the year, game 162. They win and they're in. They lose and they're out against hopefully a division rival for that spot. And what's gonna happen, Blake, is they're gonna fucking lose, and it's gonna be one of the greatest days of my life. Oh my God, I'm gonna take them to the game, pay for the tickets, because I know if that's the scenario, that
so
heartbreak
rude.
is in the air.
I watched Cubs World
heartbreak is in the
Series
air.
games with you. We rooted for the Cubs together. Why are you doing this to me?
Folks, we have breaking news. Bruce
Uh-oh.
has admitted to watching Cubs games and rooting for the Cubs at some point.
World Series
So
games.
every time,
And
I
it
don't
was
care.
against the division rival at the time, Cleveland Indians. So I think that's fair. My city versus my team's rival, I think that's a fair point to root for. If it was,
So you're
I would have
saying that you
rooted for
hate
the
Cleveland
NL.
Indians more than the Cubs.
Yes. For the specific reason that my dad is a Cubs fan, so I do have a soft spot in my heart for the Cubs.
I don't see. I wouldn't say I was rooting against the Cubs hard. Like, I was indifferent.
I don't
Like,
want to
watched
hear
the game.
any
No,
piggybacking
I
from
remember I
you.
specifically asked you and Domina if you were rooting for the Cubs and the Indians, and you both said, fuck the Cubs, go fucking Jose Ramirez.
That might have been Dom. That wasn't me.
No, it was both.
No, you're smirking and you're laughing to yourself a little bit right now because you know that's 100% true.
Nick would rather root for a division rival to win a World Series than a team that plays in the city he lives closest to.
No comment. I do know that the best
Guy hates parades. He roots for bad teams and roots for the team in his
If
city
the
to
Cubs
lose
won the
when they're
World Series
there.
again, I wouldn't go to the parade. That's not my team.
Well, not anymore. We're not drunk college kids anymore.
If a team wins,
I'd go to the parade.
You're a Cubs fan. I'd go with you
I'm
because
saying
I
if any
like
Chicago
parades.
team wins in the not too distant future, I'm at the parade. Parade's a great time.
So you're saying even if the Cubs were the next one to win a championship, you would go to that parade?
After just saying he wouldn't.
No, I said, okay, let me rephrase. Everyone but the Cubs, anyone but the Cubs in Chicago wins a championship.
Okay.
Oh, so all the teams you root for.
Correct. Besides the Cubs. I don't root for them.
It's such a we understand that you're down to go to like a Bears parade. That's never been a question.
No fucking shit.
It's never been a question. Like
Jesus
a Bulls
fucking
parade
Christ.
would like we know you're going. We've been to Blackhawks parades. We know you'll do that. The question was, would you go to a Cubs parade because it's in your city, it's in Chicago?
If
and you said I would go
what?
to the next parade.
You know what? If Nyloff was going, I'd go for Nyloff.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what.
And when the Cubs were in the World Series, I rooted for the Cubs for my dad, so he could see, because my team already won one.
Yeah, I would go for Nyloff. Support him.
Remember when you guys said,
and we can make sure he gets home safely.
Remember when you guys said that the White Sox were going to be the next team to win a championship in the city of Chicago?
I
Remember
swear,
when they were starting to make the right moves and it kind of looked like that? Like we had 3 pitchers who were all like top 6 Cy Young candidates at the same time. And then one left because we refused to pay him like 80% of what he ended up getting. He would have been happy. We could have gave him like 140 million like 3 years ago, and he would have been happier than a pig in shit. And then he went and got paid by the Giants and the Yankees. And Giolito's not what he was. And Cease is having a down year. Kopech never panned out the way we expected. I still think Kopech could be a good bullpen guy, but
yeah, that's all he's shown right now. It's like he has 150 pitches through 4 or 5 innings. You can't do that. How about Lynn? Fucking.
I feel so bad for that guy because he's been bad all year.
Yeah.
Like bad. And then he has one of the best outings he's had in probably the last 2 or 3 years. And if we're talking just the strikeouts, tied for the second best outing in White Sox history. And the team loses 5-1. Like Lance gave up 2. You couldn't get him 3 when he strikes out 16 guys.
It's nuts, and that's the story. It's a historically bad offense. People can't stay healthy. It's the same shit we've been talking about for literally the entirety of this rebuild, and like people need to be held accountable.
And like Lou's playing well, he can't do it all. Like he's got the day off tonight. Are they gonna score? Like they've scored 2 runs. Are they gonna score any more? Probably fucking not.
Exactly. They shouldn't. Yeah, nailed it. Like. Just embarrassing. It's tough, and yet I say all this and we're 5.5 out. So what needs to happen is they need to be 11 out by the trade deadline. Trade Gio, trade the 2 bullpen rentals, and just move on. It's embarrassing, but let's move on from the Sox. We've spent a lot of time talking about them. Really quick, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy Sports, promo code Frosty. I've been fucking hot. I've been cleaning up. I've been turning $50 into $300 on the reg. Sign up, follow our picks on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If not, you're missing out on some cash. I'm also hitting the NFL best balls hard. Football season's right around the corner as Dylan just hopped back on. Great segue, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Talking to myself again.
Jesus Christ.
Packers talking shit. Jordan Love, little bitch boy, fuck boy, fuck.
Incorrectly talking shit.
Little dum dum. He thinks number 12's there in the shadows that's gonna protect him, but little does he know he's poking. Literally, he's poking the Bears.
The Bears. Not one Bear.
The Bears.
He's not poking one.
And this is just a lot
the Bears.
talking. A lot of shit talking going on from a guy who has like a career QBR of 0 or whatever the fuck it is. What is he throwing? 3 passes in the NFL? 7? I know. Hey, I know. Let's. Does anyone want to pull up Jordan Love garbage time highlights from the Eagles game on Sunday Night Football? Because that's the only thing I see Packers fans defending Jordan Love. He's like, dude, he threw a fucking pass to a wide open Christian Watson who ran for 75 yards against, a team that had taken out all their defensive starters and let the guy fucking score.
Not true.
True.
Not true.
True.
His QBR last year was an 82.
Tough.
Where does that rank among QBs, though?
Well, it's considering he got 3
I don't know. He only threw it 16 or only dropped back.
This is all you need to know about Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers was ass last year, and he didn't get any tick. Okay? That's it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, because, benching your Hall of Fame quarterback makes sense.
I don't know. Belichick benched Bledsoe when he was healthy. He was a Hall of Famer.
No, he's not.
Bledsoe was a Hall of Famer, I think, isn't he?
He's not.
No, he's not.
Is Rodgers a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
He's been to 1 Super Bowl.
He's
Rex
got
Grossman.
the stats.
Rex Grossman's been to 1 Super Bowl.
Big Ben's a Hall of
All
Famer.
right, let's not
Aaron
go
Rodgers
comparing
is
My
gonna be a Hall of
Grossman
Famer.
to fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Really a Hall of Famer.
100%.
I would have to agree that he is.
Might not even be in my
He
top
was-
He's got the stats.
He might not even
Statistically
be in
the
my
best
top 10.
quarterback in the 2010s. And we're talking about facts. That's facts.
All right. You're fact checking me. I respect it. Dylan,
What?
you're on the hot seat. Your boy, fuckboy Love, talking. We got 2 months and 2 weeks, and we're still waiting on your decision
Well,
for me to buy your ticket.
you said you
with
were
us.
buying them a week before the game, so don't I have until a week before the game?
I like a head count.
Well, I'm going to go on the 2-month darkness retreat, and then I'll give you my answer.
What do you got on Jordan Love?
Probably not the best. I wouldn't have done the video personally, but after
Clip it. I want that
doing
clip.
some research, I'm not clipping that for you.
I want that clip. I'll clip it myself.
Context matters. And
It does.
so it was just blown out of proportion. Did he not think about it? Probably not, because French people are a little weird, but what we should talk about is how Justin Fields didn't show up to an event that he was supposed to go to.
I thought he did show up.
He didn't. Was
Do you have
not
the
in
report?
attendance. He was not.
It was
in attendance.
him. Oh, because the rapist Deshaun Watson was there. Why would Fields show up to that?
Well, when
That's
you-
just another bad look by your quarterback. Love and Watson hanging out. Yeah,
When
you're
you-
gonna go get massages after in Paris, Dylan.
when you
Nice,
help
real mature.
when you help organize an event for the youth, you should be there.
My quarterback doesn't want to be involved with,
Yeah,
The youth.
yeah.
I don't think that's the road you
clip.
want to go down.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm
Who
gonna clip
gives a
that.
shit about Paris? Clip that. Nobody.
But either way, it's. I didn't.
I also want to see the fucking report you have on him not showing up.
Mike is going crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm real. So you said exactly not off, but you're not really defending your boy. Probably shouldn't have said it.
It was a
You
poor
said
choice
context.
of words. But the context of it doesn't matter because
Whose
people are.
mic is that?
It's Nyloff's.
No, cut your mute volume and turn it back. Mute yourself, Nyloff, fucking clown.
But it,
Yeah,
it
you. Not,
context matters, but it doesn't matter. It's already on the internet, and people are going to run with whatever story they want to.
I mean, Bleacher Report's just as stupid because they were like, "Oh my
Well, yes.
god, would love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Well, when
that was
the media spins it that way, everybody's gonna run it that way. So, I mean, if you really want to look at how he said it, maybe he was just wishing you a happy Father's Day. What's wrong with that?
hey. All I know is the guy who's the Bears' real daddy isn't there no more. This is like I was telling you, this was a dictatorship for a while. That shit's over with.
That guy
It's-
lives in your head rent free.
It's gone.
I think a lot of Packers live in his head rent free now. It just like
Yeah.
Rodgers opened him up, and then just slowly players start trickling in.
Oh no, I don't care about anyone else
Opened
on
up
that
his
team.
butthole.
Yeah. Preston
Jordan
Smith is up
Love-
his ass.
Jordan-
Jordan Love's going down his nose.
Where's your confidence at for week 1?
Josh is muted and he's trying to talk again.
Yeah.
I can't believe all that didn't make the fucking cut, man. That was good stuff. Bruce, did you say in his butthole?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, at the same exact time, I was saying directly into his asshole. At the same time you said butthole, I said asshole. And then I was talking about how Aaron Rodgers has gaped it wide open for the rest of the Packers franchise to just fucking march straight up there all the way through him to his fucking head and just
Not
live
gonna
rent
happen.
free.
Not gonna happen. Maybe if they were good, but they're just not.
This is like it's like the fucking Pioneers
It's not
back
even
in
the
14 whatever.
At this point, it's not the Packers. Well, it is. It's the organization.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, despite not being there anymore, is just king of that castle.
King of the castle, king of the
I
castle.
don't know why it gets on your nerves so much if Rodgers isn't there.
Just because I don't like them. Never have.
Because why?
Listen, dude,
Yeah.
Rodgers wasn't even fucking good against the Bears, bro. Shit stats. All stat padded.
25-2.
Lot of wins. That's what matters.
To completely flip the
It-
trajectory of that series.
Literally, completely. The Bears were
I don't know
up
what
by
you're
20.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Dylan, how confident are you in
Nope.
week 1?
Same thing as Brett
And who?
Favre.
Week
in the
1.
Packers week 1. Yeah.
I mean,
Give me
like
a percentage.
90.
Wow.
Well, you got to
He's
look
a
at. You
nine.
gotta look
How
at-
much
okay,
you-
okay,
how
hold
much
on,
you wanna
hold
put on
hold
this
hold
game?
Hold on.
I like where this is
Hold
going
on.
now.
How much are we putting on this game?
Whatever you want to, because you won't actually do it. So anyway, let me get back
I'll
to.
put, I'll
let
put
me
the
back-
money in a fucking third
let me-
account.
Let me get
I'll
back
put
to the
it to
point.
someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
Middleman that
And
shit.
then the Packers will win, and I'll never see
Put it in escrow.
And then Nick will run away from me after the game and not jump into the lake.
I will, Dylan.
Yeah.
You have my
He'll be
word.
like, "Oh,
Shake
I
right
Nick's
now.
not going. Nick's
Yeah.
not going in that
Shake
lake.
right now. Shake right now.
Yeah.
If the Packers win, I will jump
No,
in
no. The next time we're in person, we are shaking
Dylan.
in person. And
I'll
I'm thinking 500 on this game, Dylan.
put 1,000.
Plus 100 odds each. Straight
Bears
one
money
on one.
line 1,000.
Y'all look
Okay.
What you got to think about? Here's what I'm trying to make. I know it doesn't matter because it's gonna go in one ear and out.
I'm
the
trying to
other.
fucking make my ticket
I'm
money
listening
back.
to you. I'm listening to you, and I will jump in if they lose week 1. You have my word.
Okay. But
Nick's not
if
going in
you
that lake.
if you look at the let's just look at the last game the Bears and Packers played. Rodgers,
Doesn't matter. Throw it all out the window.
can you
Does
just
not
shut
matter.
up for a second before I
Doesn't
meet you?
matter. This is a new year.
All I'm saying,
Rodgers struggled in the first half. That's what I remember.
Rodgers didn't play a great game. All they need Jordan Love to do is to play an okay game, manage the game, and they'll be fine.
Dylan, that's true against last year's team.
I think
The Bears
on,
are
I
very
think on
improved.
paper the Packers still have a better roster than the Bears.
They don't have a better quarterback, though. And we're waking up every morning saying, hey, we have a shot today because of Justin
Fields
Fields.
is training
You can't do
with
that
Mike
anymore
Vick,
with
brother.
Jordan Love.
This division's a wrap. He's
Yeah.
training with Mike Vick.
Might not be, yeah, it might be a wrap for his career if he does some illegal activities, but
Whoa.
allegedly,
Hey.
allegedly.
Hey, he's past that. He gave back to those pit bulls.
Yeah.
Right
But
there.
Jesus
I just think on paper the Packers still have a better roster than the Bears. And you can't deny that.
I won't deny that. What I will deny is your blind faith in people like Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb, Jordy
Aaron
Nelson,
Rodgers
Greg.
not there.
Listen to what I'm saying, you buffoon. All those guys, all those core guys, Big Dog and fucking even Tunyon and These
Wasn't a
guys know
quarterback.
how important. These guys know how important the rivalry is. They like Rodgers put that in their head, and he patrolled around the sheriff. And dude, I knew the Bears were gonna lose every time they played Aaron Rodgers. I know lead was safe. I've seen it too many times. It's like watching Brady, but that's all gone. Now it's Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs and fucking you got your cornerback calling Jordan Love the best QB in the league. You know when you call people the best ever when they suck? Is because they suck.
Or it just triggers you and your peanut-sized brain.
Oh, no, it doesn't trigger me. It's just funny because no one on the Bears has to say Justin Fields is the best quarterback in the NFL.
I could
Because
find you 10 clips of them saying that.
You can find 10 clips of them praising him.
So what's the difference?
Well, I wouldn't say Justin
You can't
Fields.
say he's the best quarterback in the fucking
Yeah.
league when he hasn't started a full game by himself.
Yeah.
It's again, it's not. It's just confident. It's just talking your shit. I mean, at the end of the day, is he the best quarterback in the league? Obviously, no, because that guy plays for the Chiefs. So they're going to support their quarterback. They're not going to say he's a shit quarterback. So what else do you expect them to say? Oh, yeah, he's about a mid-tier
I expect them to
quarterback.
say nothing and stay quiet until
That's
this guy fucking
stupid.
proves it himself.
That's stupid because then that doesn't build a good team chemistry.
I agree with Dylan. I like this shit. I don't think they should stay quiet, but don't expect like not to get like.
And while
We're gonna chirp.
while we're on the chirping, you're fucking. I'll bring it up again. Your D tackle that fucking plays probably 10 snaps a game said, "Oh, Packers fans just talk all game and they don't know anything about football." Dude can't even handle a heckle during a game. So
Fair point.
soft.
Yeah,
Bitch.
I would agree.
And I'll pull up clips of him getting fucking absolutely demolished by Elton Jenkins and Josh Myers, if you would like.
Seems like that's personal for you.
No, he's a clown. I'm just letting you know there's a lot of clowns on your team. But it goes both ways. Every team does it. Every team's going to talk
So
their
wait.
shit.
So you're saying our guy's a clown for talking shit, but when your quarterback does it, he's not a clown.
I didn't say he was not a clown.
Dylan, are you flip flopping right now?
I'm not flip-flopping. I said he
Dylan, are you flip flopping?
There's a fish out of the sea.
all I said was Jordan Love probably should have used or not even done the video in the first place because people will spin it. But your D tackle is absolutely 100% a clown. Because
Jordan Love's a clown.
It did not make any
Let's
sense.
bring in a third party. Blake, what do you think about all this, man? Do we got a flip flopper on our hands?
I don't respect Jordan Love talking shit
who is
because
this D
he
tackle?
has not proven anything.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
one
no
thing if,
right to
like,
talk shit in this
If
league.
Jair Alexander's talking shit, or even Aaron Jones,
That's different.
All right.
That's
Sure.
different.
Yeah. Blake, what do you got?
But Jordan Love he's done nothing in this league. Absolutely nothing. So I don't want to hear it from him.
Yeah.
And
That
if
tweet
you want
was
to really talk
That's
about it,
clown shit.
if you want to talk about doing nothing, Justin Fields really technically.
Whoa.
Hey, hold on. Technically, he
Whoa.
hasn't done
To
anything.
do what he did the second half of last year with what he
Broke
fucking had.
the-
Are you kidding me?
He was an MVP candidate.
He was not. Stop it.
Come on.
He broke the NFL rushing record.
But your team won 3 games.
That's not what he did either.
Shut up, Bruce.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows he didn't rush for 2,100 yards.
He's Mike Vick, brother.
Mike Vick didn't rush for 2,100 yards.
This is all you need to know.
He broke the single game rushing record
Looks like 2 blurred out
for quarterbacks.
people.
It looks
My
like that
background
picture that
is-
Nick's gonna jerk
It's-
off to later.
He
It's
probably already
definitely
has.
Justin Fields shirtless. Yeah, you gotta wipe that.
It
phone
is
off,
Justin
son.
Fields.
Blake, let's get Blake involved.
He's had that shit pulled up. He didn't even have to look it up, bro. He had
Let
to just
Blake
switch
talk,
to a
Blake.
different tab.
He's gotta wipe his phone off.
Blake.
That's why it was so blurry. He had to wipe off the shit from this morning off his phone for us to be able to see the picture.
I think it's pretty terrible that Nick's soon-to-be wife clowned the Packers and what's his face's tweet. So that's just kind of
Even Britney-
embarrassing.
Even Brittany
the
knows
minimum.
the guy's done nothing. I mean,
Well,
come on.
Yeah, because the
You don't think
last
you don't
quarterback
think-
for 18 years has been
Because that's all
Aaron
Nick
Rodgers.
talks about in the house.
You
Yeah.
don't think all the girls
Aaron Rodgers.
You don't think the baddies at the playpen right now aren't looking at this guy Jordan Love on Twitter, and they're like, "Are you seeing this guy?"
They don't
And they're
even
telling
look
their
at
friends,
fucking football
and they're
Twitter.
telling
Shut
their
up.
friends. By the time this is all done, Jordan Love's only going to get one of those big fat things you've seen in Green Bay. I don't even know if you can call another gender. It might be like
It's what we call livestock.
exactly. That's what he's going to end up with in Green Bay.
Good old Wisconsin-bred women, boy. Hardy like a
Jesus.
horse.
Continue, Blake.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. They can eat corn through a barbed wire fence. That's all he's gonna end up with.
It's-
But yeah, that's just clowning. And no, the Bears are not losing to the Packers this year.
Yeah.
Week 1, dude, you can, like, when Aaron Rodgers left, it's like a dark cloud is gone. And then we brought in Kevin Warren, the new CEO, DJ Moore, trade the number 1 pick, get a haul, boost offensive line. Dude, I forgot about the linebackers we signed until like 2 weeks ago. Like, I'd forgotten for 2 months. So now we bring in a little veteran defensive lineman or 2 for camp.
Why you got
So
the
Wheels
you
are
got the best
fucking
DT
turning.
defensive tackle in
Bob
the game.
Tunyon to score week 1
No,
is a lock. Lock.
he'll play 10 snaps and not get a target.
No, he's a good pass catcher. He can't run block. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, and he'll play 10 snaps and not get a target.
I will side bet you 1-on-1 bet $50
Over under.
that Robert Tunyon scores a touchdown.
Underdog. We need a special Bob Tunyon line over reception. I will put my fucking 401k on it.
No, you won't.
You can't say that.
I will.
Making a
You
lot
can't
of
say
bets
something
here.
you're not gonna do.
He's gonna make a lot of
Dylan,
bets here, and then he's gonna disappear.
If the Bears
He's
lose
gonna
to the
disappear.
Packers week 1, I will jump in. If the Bears win, will you jump in?
Nick's that Homer Simpson gif.
Yeah,
I will let Bruce roll.
yeah. He'll
I will let
be
Bruce
sitting
roll
next to you, and then you'll look over, and he'll be gone.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Slowly
I know exactly-
evaporating like he's an
Dude,
Avenger.
we can go right by the field museum. There's little ladders to come up when you jump in. I know exactly where to go. I have a picture of it on my phone. I'll send it
It's
to you.
good
The
that you
exact-
have it planned where you're gonna jump in.
If I have to, you could be the one jumping in. Agree to the bet. If the Packers lose, you jump in.
Okay.
And you haven't paid up on the folding table. So if you do that, if the Packers lose and you jump in,
I want you jumping into Lake Michigan onto a folding table.
No, we don't. We don't need to get arrested. Just jump into Lake Michigan. That's all I'm saying. Bring swimming trunks. I'll wear swimming trunks underneath I'll just wear swimming trunks to the fucking game. So I'm gonna be coming after all the touchdowns Justin Fields scored.
Oh, you almost said Jordan Love there, huh?
No, I almost
Yeah.
said Jordan Fields. Because
you're
the
thinking about
guy's
Jordan Love.
the guy's gonna be the most
Because
iconic
Jordan
athlete
Love
in
is permanently
Chicago
burned into his brain.
since
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Justin Fields is Michael Jordan. Telling you,
He's gonna
Yo,
turn
wait,
200
what?
million into 3 billion.
dude, that the way that guy had to struggle his first year is like when I was watching The Last Dance and I had to hear about how Jordan had to struggle his first year. He's just gonna carry the team, sell tickets.
Oh God.
It's gonna be fantastic. So we have the bet, folks. Packers lose. Dylan's in Lake Michigan after the game. Bears lose. I'm in Lake Michigan after the game. I may strip down naked. You know what, Dylan? If the Bears win, I might jump in with you naked.
That's a scary sight for the city of Chicago and the fish.
That would be one of the funniest fucking clips to put on the social media. Is we blur this man's little willy out, and you just see him fucking go straight into Lake Michigan, and you're gonna see it
Smallest
shrivel up
center
into his
bar.
body.
We're jumping in together. As soon as I hit the water, I'm coming for your ass. I'm gonna.
We don't even
You
have.
can't say that when you're naked.
I'm gonna
in the
straddle
scene,
you.
bro. You can't say I'm gonna jump into Lake Michigan with you. I'm gonna
I'm
be
gonna
naked,
mount
and then
you
I'm
while I'm
coming for that ass.
I'm gonna mount you, Dylan. And then-
He's gonna jump in, and when he gets out, we won't even have to blur it because his wiener's just going inside him.
Blake, are you coming?
Look
out to
like
the
a
game week
Ken
one?
doll.
All right, let's move this show on. We know what we're saying. Week 1 is gonna be it's gonna be
It's
interesting
gonna be
to watch.
awesome.
And we're gonna have to come up with some highlight tapes of the game and put something out for it. I think it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of shit talking, but the real dogs, the real team in the NFC North out of these two teams is going to come through, and that's all I'm going to say.
We'll save that
Boys,
one
what do you
for round
got?
two.
Boys, what do you guys think of the Bradley Beal trade? Real quick, we'll talk about it just briefly here. Just initial thoughts. Bruce, we'll come to you.
Bruce is like
Since,
a Suns fan.
since Bradley Beal has came into the league at any point, I would have jumped at the opportunity to trade Chris Paul for him. So I don't see a way the Suns really lost the trade in technicality, but I think they have like 6 players on their roster and they're already over the luxury tax. So that's going to be tough trying to fill out the roster. And like under the new CBA, they've lost a mid-level exemption. I not 100% sure what that means, but I know it makes it harder to sign like mid-level players. So it's just going to be hard for them to fill out their roster. And Kevin Durant has not played a full season in how fucking long? Like it's not like this team is the pinnacle of health. If you're not going to be deep and you're going to be expensive, it doesn't seem like it's going to work.
I think they're instantly the best team in the West. You're dumb. They'll find a cheap point guard to go ahead and do that.
Well, Devin Booker's playing point. Their starting 5 as of right now is going to be Book at point guard, Beal at the 2, Josh Okogie playing the 3, KD at the 4, and Ayton at the 5.
No. They'll get a point guard
Why would they get a point guard?
because they're going to. That just doesn't work. What you just said
But
doesn't.
you don't want Bradley Beal Bradley Beal or Devin
I don't
Booker
want Devin
trying to
Booker
guard like a
fucking
true
point guard.
small forward.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. They're going to have a point guard.
Devin Booker played point guard all throughout the playoffs because
Yeah,
Chris Paul wasn't there.
Not happening.
I'm telling you, he's going to be the.
You want to bet on this? What do you want to bet? We'll take it offline because this is a clown question. They're going to get a point guard. I've heard rumors of Brogdon.
A backup point guard.
No, they will be starting a real point guard on opening night. Dylan, clip this. When he's wrong, I want to fucking give him a purple nurple.
What if the Wizards trade Chris Paul to the Clippers and then the Clippers trade Chris Paul back to the Suns?
I mean,
that's
Chris
not
Paul is
gonna
going to get
happen.
moved.
Chris Paul is not going to play for the Wizards. That's for sure. It's either going to be the Clippers or the Heat, I think. And the Heat getting Chris Paul doesn't make much sense.
I think that the Phoenix Suns, one way or another, whatever route they take out of this, I think they're just going to be scary. I mean, they have just got people all over, and they just added another guy, dude. It's
well,
unreal.
they swapped a piece that was supposed to be scary for a piece that's actually kind of scary.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
It'll
be
they don't
interesting to
really
see
have
where Chris Paul
depth.
goes.
That's what I'm curious to see how they fill that out.
Yeah. Do they have a first round pick this year?
You don't draft where they're drafting.
Don't think so.
They definitely don't.
I don't know how you could say they're the favorite to win though when the team that just won is retaining pretty much everybody and it still there.
I would still take them as the favorite in the one.
Yeah, people did that this year and it did not play well for them.
They'll be a little deeper. I think they're probably better.
Ask my sportsbook account. I had money on the Suns.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to give them the favor right now, at least on paper. So you got to see what the Nuggets do. If they retain anyone, then maybe you can make an argument they can be slightly more than a favorite.
The only person who's scheduled to leave is Bruce Brown, and he said right away that he wants to stay.
So what do you? Since we're talking NBA, it's the Bulls are shopping Levine around and not DeRozan. So are they just going to build around DeRozan?
DeRozan only has 1 year left on his contract.
So they're just building around DeRozan for.
I think they're going to trade DeRozan at the trade deadline, depending on how the season goes.
That would be
Why
the
even
more
reach
likely.
on Vooch then for a few years.
Because you don't have a center on the roster.
That's That's so dumb. Talk about a team in hell. That's
I mean,
I
I don't
could
see
see
how
a
they get out of
situation where
this.
Vooch goes into a sign and trade though,
that would be nice. Just trade everyone.
and Levine, they're talking multiple first rounders or one and a high level player. I don't know. Like Levine's a good player, and
I don't know, man.
people
Look at what
might not-
Beal just got. He didn't get much.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I don't know if the Bulls are gonna get what they're asking for, and we're just gonna have Zach Levine. We're just gonna run it back. Like if Levine doesn't get moved before the draft on Thursday, I don't think he does get moved. And we're just running back the same. We'll re-sign Vooch and we'll just run back the same team, and probably miss the play-in tournament this year.
Well, do you think they see how the first half goes, and then if it doesn't go well, they just move everyone at the deadline?
If they're going to just generically re-roll this, I hope that's what they do, because the first half will not go well.
No. Unless they have like a fake good schedule like they did in the first
2
half.
years
What was it,
ago?
2 years ago? Yeah, when they were the
Yeah.
number one seed going into the All-Star break, and then the final 2 months they played like.
But that was also a healthy Lonzo Ball. That was healthy everybody. They were clicking. Lonzo was really the key to this team,
Yeah,
and he hasn't played basketball in 18 months.
right. No, I mean these are.
And he's not going to play basketball this year. They've already said that. So running this same iteration of the team back without Lonzo Ball is pointless, but that's what it seems like is trending towards happening.
Yeah, not good. No, the Chicago franchise is not good. Now we'll move on to everyone's favorite segment of the week. It's a new one. I think we've been doing it for 3 weeks now. Jay Nyloff, top 3. Take it away.
I've got one in the bank here, but before I release it, I was gonna bring to your guys' attention. Does anybody have one that they would like to bring up themselves? Has anybody been thinking of any? If not, I have one. If not, and you do have something, I can push mine to next week. That's no problem.
That's not something you could just spring on me right away.
I'm just seeing if anybody was proactively thinking, and it's not a dig by any means if you aren't. Just checking to see.
I could roll something out, but I think some people will be scared to answer.
Well, let's hear it. We don't have to just because you say it doesn't mean we have to pick it.
3 biggest turn-ons. Let's get nuts.
Okay.
As Michael would say.
I don't know, man. This is
I'm gonna
like a
say no
bad
to
route
that one.
take.
I'm gonna say
Just
no to
seems
that.
like
That
an
one's gonna get
overall
weird.
bad route to take.
That
Coward.
one's gonna get weird quickly.
We should have all said yes. I should have private chatted you. Everybody say yes, and then I make Bruce go first, and then we all just don't answer.
Bruce is gonna be like, I love to get pegged.
No.
I like
anything near my booty hole.
Bruce is like, I like when
One-way
rubs my nipple.
traffic.
I like when people milk me.
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with my route this week, I guess. We're gonna go top 3 favorite fast foods.
Oh, good one.
Top 3 favorite fast foods.
Bruce is gonna say,
We're
I
gonna.
mean, we all just know that's not true.
Yeah, Bruce doesn't eat anything. Come on, man. Bruce, speaking of that, let's go to you. Let's hear yours first. We're going to our food expert here, our food connoisseur.
I
To
am
start us
connoisseur
off.
of sorts. Okay, quick question. Are we counting Portillo's as fast food?
Yeah.
I was going to count Portillo's. And if anybody has an objection to one,
And
call
no
it. We'll take a
repeats
vote
this
on it.
No repeat.
No, you have to have.
No,
if I got
dude.
something on my list, you can't force me out of it. You can't force me out of making
Those
a
are
list.
fucking pussies. You can't have the same things.
Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
So number 3, a little sleeper here, I think. I'm going with Potbelly. I love a good Potbelly sandwich.
Oh, they
Shout,
fucked me.
shout out a Big Wreck on regular
Oh, I fucked that.
with the hot peppers. Oh yeah, buddy, you know
I
it.
fucked that. That's good.
It's hard to beat a fast food sandwich. It shits on Subway and Jersey Mike's by far.
That's a great hangover sandwich.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Got one after your engagement party.
Oh God. The Zinners.
No, number 2, I'm gonna go Portillo's then, the hometown favorite. Gotta show love. Always love a good beef and cheddar. Some hot peppers. They do a good hot pepper too. And then number 1, I'm a sick man, and I spend so much money ordering this on Uber Eats. Gotta go with the Bell, baby. Gotta go Taco Bell. Oh yeah.
That's mine, bro.
It's gonna destroy my butthole in the morning, but I love Taco Bell. They got rid of the quesarito, and I'm a little sad, but it's still, I can't stop eating it. It's a problem.
Cut that whole thing telling about Taco. Please. Please.
All right, that's wild.
It's like the episode of South Park when Cartman keeps eating Chipotle and shitting out blood.
No, I can't say Chipotle.
Like, why do you keep eating it if you're shitting blood?
All right, I'll go here. At number 3, Bruce, I completely disagree with you. I do love Potbelly, but Jersey Mike's is far fucking superior to Potbelly.
No.
Give me Jersey Mike's at number 3. It's
at least
unbelievable.
you didn't say Subway. If you said Subway,
Oh,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna
no.
drive
Subway's
to
not
Iowa City
anywhere
and
near.
karate chop you in the throat.
Subway is nowhere near. Jimmy John's isn't bad, but it's definitely not above, Potbelly. Potbelly's close to Jersey Mike's for me too. Don't get me wrong. I do love Potbelly. I think that's a great pick. I just think Jersey Mike's is really something special. I love going in there. The guy knows my name every fucking week. He gives me a little bit extra meat and a longer piece of
Extra
bread.
meat, huh?
Clip it.
And he always hooks it up with peppers.
What else is
Salt
hooking up
and
with this
pepper in
ball
the house.
sack?
Yeah, dude. This guy, he's unbelievable.
This
Truly something
episode
special.
sponsored by Pride Month.
Mike, if you listen to this, buddy, I can't wait to see you on.
You can't shout out your meat, man. Come on.
I'm gonna splice this up 100%.
I
I
don't
know,
understand what's
I
wrong with
realized
shouting
it
out
as
the
soon
meat
as I
guy.
stopped talking.
There's
Dylan,
nothing wrong with shouting out the
every
meat
day
guy.
until I have that in my hands.
Jersey Mike's, number 3, special franchise, special establishment. At number 2, give me Taco Bell. I completely agree with Bruce. It's just one of those fantastic institutions. When you're sitting in your bed thinking about potentially getting the spins, and you sit up and you go, I need some food to take care of this, and you hop on DoorDash and you order yourself some Taco Bell. It's a special moment, and thank you, Taco Bell. Thank you.
When you're sitting in your bed and Mike from Jersey Mike's is beside you,
Yeah.
stop.
And you're exhausted. You've been panting for an hour.
You need a snack break.
And you need to replenish. You need to replenish and cleanse with some Baja
Taco
Blast.
12-pack and a Baja Blast. We'll get you right.
Yeah. It's just something special. You can involve the delivery guy, whatever you want to do. But that's my number 2. Give me Taco Bell at number 2. All right. Number 1, this is going to be a bit of a shocker, and these aren't in a particular order for me. Give me Wendy's. Give me Wendy's.
Wendy's was going to be an honorable mention. I couldn't decide between that or Potbelly. I think
it's
crazy.
No, I don't think mine are in order. I'd have to really sit down and think. Taco Bell would probably sneak into the 1 spot for me, but Wendy's special institution. I love just their regular crispy chicken junior sandwich. It's really good. Love me some spicy nuggets. A
Spicy
baconator
nuggets.
is a baconator here. Baconator fries are pretty sick. Frosties. It's just a well-rounded group, and I feel like anything. It's one of those places that you can get kind of anything, and it's always going to be at least okay. Like for fast food, it's going to be good for fast food. Give me Wendy's at number 1.
You can't forget about the price there too. The price point is there.
The price point is still there at Wendy's too.
Big
They're
factor.
not trying to bone you like some of these other institutions.
They got rid of
No
the
more
4 for
4
4.
for 4.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Can we
So
talk
They still
about
got the
bag
biggie
is like
bags though. The
$5.50.
biggie bags. That's still a fair price for everything that you get.
Yeah,
we
it's
talk
cheap
about-
for fast food. Fast food's been overpriced for a while.
Can we talk about
It's
Chipotle's
unbelievable.
prices? That's
Unreal, dude. Every time I go, it's like $18.
Yeah.
And you know who would have
myself,
made my list?
25.
Who would have made my list that they didn't? They might get an honorable mention, but they didn't strictly because of the price points. Is Five Guys. I think Five Guys'
Well,
food
Five
is
Guys has always
absolutely-
been overpriced though.
I think I know it's just getting even more ridiculous though, to the point where I can't have them in my top 3 because I don't agree with the price point. Now I will tell you, it is very good. I love the food there, but I don't go there nearly as much. It's very rare that I go because of the price point. It's like $20 fucking to go to Five Guys.
Yeah.
You know, but the quality of food is there. It really is. They're going to be an honorable mention for me too. I think that's going to be my honorable mention, but they're never sneaking into the top 3 till the price point is fixed. Nick, we're going to come to you.
Number 3, staple, McDonald's. 2 double cheeseburgers, large fry, Diet Coke, actually a Sprite when I'm hungover. Fantastic. Ocho Cinco eats McDonald's every day.
I'll let it slide. I don't care for a lot of the food, but the fries are fucking top notch. They really are, especially if they're fresh out of
2
the
double
fryer.
cheeseburgers
And
large
their breakfast, dude. A sausage and egg
I was gonna
muffin
say,
really kind of
McDonald's breakfast really
So
just
you mix
elevates
that
everything.
with whatever they put in the Coca-Cola over there. When you get a fountain Coke from McDonald's,
Oh.
it's just a next tier upper echelon of Coke
It
that you're
pops.
getting. It's the
Pops.
Columbia of fucking Coca-Cola. Okay?
Here's my breakfast order. I want everyone to go through their McDonald's breakfast order.
I'm okay with this.
Black.
okay.
Okay, I get steak and egg bagel, 2 hash browns, Sprite, black plain Colombian coffee. Okay.
Getting a Sprite and a coffee.
Yes, and a side of bacon.
This is a fucking sit down.
I'll go
breakfast?
next. My breakfast order
For me, it
is phenomenal. It's a sausage and egg McMuffin, and then what you're gonna do is you're also gonna order a hash brown. You're gonna place that hash brown on the sandwich, as well as sometimes I dabble. I've dabbled. I put some steak sauce on that motherfucker, and let me tell you,
What?
Sauce? Where are you getting the steak sauce from? Are you taking
I take it
McDonald's
home.
breakfast
I work from home now. I take it home. There's a McDonald's right up the road from me. I go get it. I come back home, get right back to work. I throw a little I said fuck it, and the other day I threw a little A1 on it, which is funny because this is the first time I did it, and I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it gave a little tang and kick to the sandwich. Give it a try sometime. Don't fucking hate on it until you try.
I don't get steak sauce because my steaks are good enough where I don't need steak sauce.
Yeah, I stopped using steak sauce.
You know, I really haven't used steak
When my
sauce.
left
I didn't for a
testicle
while.
descended, I stopped using steak sauce.
I didn't for a long time, but recently, you ever go to like a
Bad
diner?
meat, bad steak.
Shut the fuck up and let me listen.
So the
And
quality
let
of
you
meat
listen.
might be terrible.
You go to a breakfast place like a Huck Finn or like a diner. I like getting the chicken fried steak. I put some gravy and some egg on it and some A1 steak sauce, and it tastes special. It really does.
You're a weird guy.
You're putting A1 on your steak and eggs, or your fried
Bruce,
steak
give me
and
your
eggs.
McDonald's breakfast order.
Yeah, A1.
2 sausage breakfast burritos,
Oh,
a
those are
bacon,
good too.
egg, and cheese McGriddle. Gotta be the McGriddle. Love those pancake patties or pancake buns. and
Jesus Christ,
two
you
hash
just spent
browns.
$20 on fucking McDonald's breakfast.
My
over
breakfast
there?
is like $30.
Dude, McDonald's breakfast is so cheap. I get the 2 sausage burritos, the McGriddle, and 2 hash browns. It's like $12.
When's the last time you had McDonald's breakfast?
It's been a while. Probably 2-3 months.
Okay.
Blake,
McDonald's breakfast. Yep. Pretty much following Bruce's route there. The 2 sausage burritos with as much salsa as I can fit in those things.
Yes.
the caliente salsa.
Oh,
You gotta get the hot
load 'em
one.
full.
So good.
And then throw a hash brown on the side. And then I'm really weird, but I like drinking root beer in the morning with that.
Okay.
Gets me going.
People hate on to be honest, at work they have Dr. Pepper. I'll rip a
In
Dr.
eight-
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper's sick too, man. It's
In,
just
in
when it
8
comes
a.m.
to
root beer just seems wrong.
when it comes to McDonald's, I do
Dude,
think it's a
fuck.
little criminal. You gotta get a fountain Coke if you're at McDonald's.
Coke
if
or
you like those type of sodas.
Yeah, but like in
They're
8
an upper
a.m.
echelon.
Coke, just not like I can't.
I mean,
The-
it screams diabetes,
No.
but
I don't know what it is.
I
I,
mean,
don't
you're
drink
already
any
at
soda
McDonald's.
until like
Fair
at
point, Blake.
noon at the earliest.
Dylan,
I mean,
McDonald's
that's what all that
breakfast.
hot salsa is for.
But Bruce is probably ripping fucking Red Bulls at 8 a.m.
No, I don't do energy drinks.
What do you
Bang
do?
a bang every now and then, but I
Okay.
usually just raw dog the day. I don't.
This is
don't
about
do
the only
caffeine.
thing you're raw dogging these days. So
These
It's
days,
probably a good
those
thing. We need little
days.
grizzly
all
bears
the
running
days.
around Allison. Dylan,
steak, egg, and cheese bagel,
my man, class.
and a Coke.
classy.
And if I'm
Okay.
feeling
That's very fucking classy.
if I'm
That's
if I'm
lean.
feeling it, I'll get a mocha frappe if the fucking machine works.
Oh, the frappes are elite. Nobody talks about them. The
Alright.
fucking
All right, what? Get back to your list there.
McDonald's. 2. I know 1. 2.
I didn't even have a list.
I mean, it's not like I tell you what the fucking thing is before we get on here.
2. Give me El Gallo for 2.
That's
I
not
was
fair.
thinking.
I,
I didn't include it in my list because I
Dude,
primarily, if I
3
eat El
a.m.
Gallo, I have set.
I don't think it's big enough to
I think
like be considered.
That's fine. That's fine.
I
but
just,
I'm still gonna
I also
say it.
think it's kind of a sit down. I don't think it's fast enough. I
So I
don't think it's
can't use
fast
that?
foodie enough.
Do not
Yeah,
listen.
no,
it is-
I think
We're gonna
bet.
bet. I'm gonna abolish this one. I'm gonna say you can't.
You mean
Because otherwise
veto.
that would
You
probably
can
make my
veto.
top 3.
All right, give me Burger King just for a Whopper.
You're
I love a
disgusting.
Whopper. I love
That's
it.
You
a
just
bad
lost
take.
your list.
Whopper.
You can't have
That's a
McDonald's
bad
and
take.
Burger King on the same list.
I can fucking
I'd have
do whatever
Burger
I want.
King higher.
I panicked. I went Burger
You just
King.
drafted Mitchell Trubisky second overall.
And one
With
White
that pick.
Castle by far the best.
White Castles is a good pick. White Castles, I will give credit. White Castles is.
I don't like that one.
It's kind of. For me, it was
I would
either I'm
flip
either
your
going
order.
Taco Bell because of the late night.
White
or
Castle
White
should have
Castle.
been
You,
two.
wait,
and
whoa,
you
whoa,
should
you
have
flip
found it something
McDonald's,
else.
then go.
I'd-
White
You
Castle?
should have no. It should have been White Castle, no, McDonald's, White Castle, and then you probably should have picked another number 1. But you can't. You can't go back now. And your
Well,
list
my
has
list-
Burger King on it. That's tragic.
I like
Dylan.
Ahead of McDonald's.
Dylan, give us your top 3 fast foods.
that Burger King ahead of McDonald's is criminal. I will admit that.
I want to give an honorable mention to the original Burger King in Mattoon, Illinois. There can't be the Burger King that you guys know within like a certain mile radius from this one. So that's my honorable mention. Number 3, I'm gonna go Witch. I think it's better.
Okay.
I think it's better than Potbelly.
Whoa.
Admittedly, never had it, so
I think
refute.
I think it's because there's more like variety and you can like make your own, and it's the same price.
It is phenomenal variety at Which.
Okay.
Dylan is 100% right.
Number 2, give me Pops.
Oh,
that's a good one.
dude, I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Everything
my number
everybody
2.
says is gonna make Nick feel stupid.
Wait, what is Pops?
It's like
What?
like
Pops?
you ever been to like
You've had
Oh,
you've
yeah,
had Pops.
fuck, dude. I'm sorry. I've been gone for a while. Yeah,
burgers,
dude.
dogs,
That's a good one.
chicken,
That's
Dude,
a
they
good
have
one.
everything. I just
Yeah.
had it Sunday.
Jalapeno poppers are pretty good.
I get a euro from there every once in a while too.
Yeah, they do.
I like
good
I like
Euros.
a good euro.
And then number 1, I'm going back to now Charleston, Illinois, but McHugh's. If you are ever in Southern Illinois and you're near McHugh's, you best believe I'll be eating there or you should be eating there. I used to go so often in college that they knew my name and had my order ready for me because I went at the same time every day. And you get a burger, fries, and a drink for $5.
That's nuts. That's like when people say, "Oh,
It's a
you
special
eat fast
place.
food?" Dude, yes, I eat fast food. It costs $6, and I feel fantastic while I'm eating it. It's afterwards, and when it's coming out, it's bad.
Yeah,
That's a good list, Don. Very good list. That's a very strong list. We're gonna take it on over to Blake.
Yeah, I think we missed a couple gold mines here.
I got one that I'm thinking of, and it's in my head right now, and I'm gonna be shocked if this isn't on your list.
So this is gonna be a little more expensive, but it's obviously top fast food restaurants. So I'm putting Raising Cane's in there.
Okay, it's a good one. Raising Cane's is a good pick. Phenomenal chicken.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Never had
Then I got Culver's following the.
That was the
that
one
one
I
up.
was thinking of, Blake. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe someone hasn't picked Culver's, and I was really thinking about it.
You thought the fan of the
knew
Wisconsin team was going to pick Culver's?
Yeah, I really thought you were. Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
I did.
Then Nick picked Burger King, and then I started thinking about the other Burger King. That was going to be my honorable mention.
So then, obviously, the top tier is Taco Bell. What got me going though
Another
was
good
Taco
list.
Bell breakfast. If you guys haven't had it,
T-Bell
Underrated.
breakfast is not bad,
that is
dude.
top
I-
tier.
Those
still-
tacos, those breakfast tacos are nice.
As
You know what
much
I
as I
forgot
eat
about,
Taco
too?
Bell, I've never had their breakfast.
Chick-fil-A.
Give it a try sometime, man.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
It's got some
$5
It's got some
$5
nice shit.
breakfast box, dude.
Yeah, dude. Give it a shot. Give it a shot tomorrow on your way to work.
And then you have to get the Baja Blast with it, of course.
Obviously.
It's like if you don't get Baja Blast, and why are you even at Taco Bell?
Why do
Exactly.
you do it?
If you
Same
don't get
thing
a
with
Baja
McDonald's
Blast,
and Coke, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Although I will give Baja Blast the upper echelon because it's like the only place you can get it is Taco Bell.
No, they used to sell it in a bottle. It's not the same.
I'm saying from like a fast food restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gentlemen, that was a great top 3.
Good one.
Had a lot of fun.
I thought
Um,
Blake was
maybe
going to
we
have
do mine.
Hardee's on there.
what'd you say?
No,
Nick?
Next week,
No,
maybe
you
do mine.
no.
I'm gonna have to talk to my lawyer before we fucking do something like that. That doesn't seem like a good idea for anybody in this call. But with
I
that
know-
being said,
I know one of Josh's.
with
Dude,
that being said, we thank you. We love you. We appreciate you listening. Shout out Underdog Fantasy Sports. Promo code Frosty. Up to $100 deposit match. We will see you next week.